Stream starting. How's everybody doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Awesome. Time to look excited, people, because we are back on our 10 copy and paste N8N workflows for business project. Let's see, I want to refresh our workflow. This is a project we started last night. The goal is to create, in fact here, let me show you guys this whole thing. 10 plug and play N8N automation templates for entrepreneurs. N8N is in huge demand right now. Lots of people want to use it. They want to know how it works. So I have designed these 10 plug and play templates. Now, the handy thing about N8N automations is that they're basically JSON code. They translate directly into the drag and drop interface that you usually see when you're building stuff in N8N. For example, let's have a quick look at our N8N developer agent. I've nicknamed her Natalie because I've been working on this for a long time. Well, not this exactly. I've been working on N8N developer bot for a very long time, and I came across one built by Nate Herc. JSON template on his free school community, by the way. Highly recommend you go grab that because this thing is awesome. Okay, and I'm gonna show you in as we go on tonight just how awesome it can really be. So yeah, and it just creates JSON code and paste it directly into an N8N workspace for us, because it can do that with N8N's API, and then it just gives us the link. So that's what we're going to be using. Where's the, here. We want to go to workflow 3, monitor a billing inbox via IMAP email for receipts from Stripe, PayPal, and I'm just going to use a regex to capture common subject lines like payment received, you have received a payment, etc. Amount customer invoice ID to Airtable base. Awesome. Then send a branded thank you with email send SMTP. Add sticky notes with examples of subject filters. Okay, we don't really need the examples of subject filters because that's really to be used internally by the IMAP monitor. How to map fields if formats vary. Again, non-technical users don't really need to worry about that. Alternatives, like, okay, that's good. Here. A and B, instructions to set up nodes that require authentication. And bam! We're just gonna let the N8N developer agent kind of do its thing here. While it's doing that, we're building this for non-technical users. You can notice I made a couple of tweaks there because it suggested things that might be of value if our target audience was a bit more technical, if they had some working knowledge of N8N, and we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with business owners who just want to create an N8N account, and they want to, open a workspace, copy and paste in some JSON, and see it work within a few minutes and provide value to their business. That's really what we're looking for here. So, okay. View your finished workflow. Awesome. Let's go ahead and copy that. And then we're Blackfish AI app.n8n.cloud. I'd like to tweak the bot just a little bit so that way it gives us like the copy and pastable link, because right now it kind of requires you to know your N8N subdomain, which I guess is decent for security purposes, but and I mean, it's not really that hard. It's pretty much just this custom part .app.n8n.cloud. So what the? Why doesn't it know what 2 nodes out of 5 should be? That's crazy. I'm pretty sure it worked better than this before then. Is it receiving half of our request and not the whole thing? Okay. No, it got the whole thing exactly as written. Huh. Extract from text file. And then, so then what's this thing? What's this all about? Okay, so that maps correctly. Monitor a billing request. Pull times. Huh. Then why isn't it? Huh. That's weird. Let's try one more time. Let's just try one more time with the exact same prompt. Whoops. If you guys don't know, Windows V is how you pull up your clipboard history on Windows. It's really handy for when you've copied lots of different things and you need to paste different ones at different times. Real handy. So use a regex to capture variant. Alright. Extract amount, invoice ID, into Airtable base finance, table payments, and send a branded thank you with. That's right. Alright, let's try this one more time. Alright, here we go. Here we go. And Blackfish AI dot app dot in aden dot cloud. We don't care about that one. Hopefully this one works because we're burning. Okay, it almost works. We just need to watch that email trigger. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Because I'm pretty sure Yeah, here we go. We got an IMAP trigger right here. I guess we don't. IMAP. Here we go. Email trigger, IMAP. Create new credential. No action. I think we need to use a more intelligent API. Okay, well, it's got a phone number parser. So it can parse phone numbers from the email. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use that. And then we'll copy this, because we also want to use it in workflow 3. It kind of sucks that it can't identify like half of the nodes. I swear it was better at this. I wonder if the Google Doc is just out of date. Action, nothing. Yeah. I have an email trigger IMAP set up to action nothing. Wouldn't it just watch a connected inbox for incoming emails and fire the workflow using the email's data whenever it receives an email? What? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT. What the? Wouldn't the IMAP email trigger, when set up to a certain inbox, fire the workflow whenever it receives an email by using the data of said email. Okay. Okay, I think we got what we need here, folks. People don't need descriptions of like what the workflow does. That's what the document is for, that this is going to be a part of. See, we've got descriptions of what the workflows are. So all they need at this point is instructions on how to set it up. So I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and download the JSON. And 2 points down, italicize, paste. Because it doesn't really matter that people know what all this JSON means. It mostly just matters that, like, it mostly just matters that it's here, it can be copy and pasted, and it can work. That's really all that people will care about. Business owners, anyway. So, alright. Let's go back to ChatGPT. And we're gonna go to premise. Maybe here? Ah, yes. Watch a scheduling inbox with IMAP email for Calendly new event scheduled notifications. Then create a Trello card on board, client work, list upcoming meetings with title call, inviting name and date. Notes. Okay. Awesome. Love it. Love every minute of it. Let's throw it over to our N8N developer agent, and we'll see what happens. Now, the reason that I think AI will be able to automate this process soon is just because of how repetitive this is. You know, just copy and paste the workflow, make sure nothing is disastrously wrong with it. Blackfish AI N8N.app.cloud. What the? No, there's Blackfish AI.N8N.cloud. Yeah, that's right. Do you also have a problem with that? Whoops. Ooh, okay. Why did I do an HTML mode? What's that for? Okay, instructions to set this up. Perfect. We love to see it. Okay, perfect. Auto due date configuration. Attempts to parse the meeting date and time from the email. Huh. Okay. Trello configuration. Good, good. Perfect. Let's go ahead and download our JSON. Calendly to Trello meeting cards. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Workflow 4. Sheesh, this is getting long. It's like 20 pages, and we're not even like halfway done with all these yet. This N8N dev agent is so hugely talented. It's basically written us what now? What now? Yeah, it's given us like 3,000 lines of code, or 3,000 words of code. This is awesome. So, let's see about number 5. Trigger on new inbound support emails via IMAP email. Feed subject body into Anthropic Claude. Choose a small, fast model. Include a concise system for tone policy. Okay, good. Then email the draft reply to the assigned agent, not directly to the customer, via send email. Add sticky notes on why Claude is chosen for stricter data handling. I do like that. Redaction of P2 before LLM if desired. And alternatives like OpenAI or local LLM endpoints, and a clear instruction that a human must review before sending. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's awesome. Let me go ahead and pop that in. I don't actually know if if it can do that. I don't know if it can do this in an existing chat. I'd really like it to. It'd be awesome if it could. It finished. Here we go. Your N8N domain. Blackfish AI dot N8N dot. Oh wait, no. Dot app dot N8N dot cloud. I'm pretty sure it's app N8N cloud, right? Right. Yeah, here we go. I think that was what I got wrong last time, is I just mixed up app and N8N. Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Here we go. Chat. What? Hmm. Now I'm gonna make you do it again. Via AI agent. That way it knows, oh, I need to use an AI agent node, and then go to, and then go to that. Is hopefully, I think what it's going to mean. Dude, the IMAP trigger isn't even there. Alright, well, let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? Shall we? There. Bam. here are set up settings for instructions for an N8N automation that generates draft support emails in reply to received support requests. Please add specifications that make it clearer and more actionable for non-technical people. Use the markdown, my gosh, formatting. And there we have it. Holy gosh. That's not what I meant. Whoops. Can you make the instructions shorter? They're supposed to fit on a small sticky note in the N8N workflow template. My gosh, I can spell today, guys. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Human review required. good. Before sending to an LLM, consider adding a code node to redact credit card numbers. Just so people don't feel completely lost if, what the? Huh. What the? No, 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 no. No, the damage is done. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Let's save it and download the JSON. And we're going to drop that right in to the document. And look at that. We have got, ladies and gentlemen, 23 pages. And we're like halfway done. This thing is gonna be like 50 pages long. This is gonna be ridiculous. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned for the conclusion to this project. And before you subscribe, make sure you know what you're doing. All right? Because it ain't easy being at the top.